Star Wars fans, with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show right around the corner and the trailer giving us the Inquisitors and Vader breathing at the end, we have to answer one question. Is Darth Maul going to be in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show? Let's get right into all this crazy stuff right now. What's up guys, Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars here. So today we're talking Darth Maul in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Could he be in it? So the short answer is no. I am 99.999% sure we won't get Darth Maul in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and here's why. So first of all, if you haven't seen the Clone Wars or the Solo movie or Star Wars Rebels, you're like, Darth Maul? Didn't he die in the Phantom Menace? He definitely can't be in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. What are we talking about here? So yes, Darth Maul did survive that fall. He got cut in half, and we see it in the Clone Wars when Savage Opress, who is his brother, if you haven't watched the Clone Wars, goes and finds him, and the top half of his body survived. We don't know where the second half of his body is, but the top half of his body does survive, and he gets metal legs, and we see this all in the Clone Wars. So if you haven't seen this, go watch the Clone Wars, but if you have seen this, we're in the right spot. And you know in Star Wars Rebels, if you've seen Star Wars Rebels, and if you haven't, please go watch Star Wars Rebels. It will explain so much on who the Inquisitors are in the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer, and why Darth Maul won't be in the Obi-Wan show, because in Star Wars Rebels, spoiler alert, we see Obi-Wan Kenobi kill Darth Maul in the Twin Suns episode, an epic episode, one of the coolest story arcs in any of the animated shows, or maybe even in any of Star Wars, when Ezra goes and finds Obi-Wan on Tatooine and Maul follows him, and there's the epic final duel between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul on Tatooine, and it is epic, and it doesn't last too long. It's kind of like the Boba Fett vs. Cad Bane fight, but a trillion times better. And it's the end of Darth Maul. So we know Darth Maul is in fact dead, but yes, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show does take place before this. I understand that. But we know that Darth Maul from Rebels had no idea that Obi-Wan was on Tatooine, had no idea where Obi-Wan was. He would have went to find him sooner if he knew that he was on Tatooine. This duel in Rebels in the Twin Suns story arc would have happened way before if Darth Maul did in fact know that Obi-Wan lived and he was on Tatooine. When he does find that out, he goes and finds him, and they fight to the death. Although Darth Maul is alive at the time of this Obi-Wan Kenobi show, I do believe 99.99999% that he will not be in the show, because when we first see him in Rebels, we know that he's on Malachor, which is a Sith planet, and he's been there for a while. He's kind of lost his mind. We don't really know what's going on, but we know that before that, he was the leader of the crime syndicate Crimson Dawn. We know this because of the Solo movie. So to clean up the timeline between 3 and 4, I will try to explain it for you. So we got Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3. That is first. And then we have the Solo movie, the Han Solo origin story movie where Darth Maul shows up at the end. He's the leader of the crime syndicate Crimson Dawn, and he's going to train Kiara. And then it's the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. This is after the Solo movie. So he is still technically the leader of the Crimson Dawn, probably training Kiara at this moment, but this doesn't mean that he will show up in Obi-Wan. No, it does not, because we know after the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, he shows up in Rebels, which is about 5-ish years after the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, I'm guessing, and that is when Maul shows back up, and he's on Malachor. So we don't know what happens to Maul between him being the leader of the crime syndicate and ending up on Malachor. We don't know what's going on there. We don't know how he got there, but I believe that it has nothing to do with Kenobi, because during Rebels, he finds out that Kenobi's on Tatooine and immediately goes there to kill him. Doesn't end up doing that. He ends up dying, but that means that he didn't know that Obi-Wan was there before. So to make a long story extremely long, Darth Maul will not be in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I just don't see it happening in any way unless it has nothing to do with Obi-Wan's story. Unless it's going to be two completely different stories going on at the same time, it has nothing to do with Obi-Wan. Darth Maul being in the show would have nothing to do with Obi-Wan. It would be like watching Mandalorian Season 3 and it just randomly cuts to Han playing catch with a young Ben Solo. The two stories have nothing to do with each other, but they just happen at the same time. There's no reason for it to happen. It's a Mandalorian show. You wouldn't see Han Solo and Ben Solo playing catch. It's the same thing. If it was the Kenobi show, you wouldn't see Darth Maul training Kiara, because the two stories don't collide at all, because the rivalry between Obi-Wan and Maul is a huge thing, but they don't know about each other being alive at the time. If that makes any sense at all. Darth Maul will not be in the show. He won't. He's not going to be in the show. 99.999% sure. And if he does show up, there's going to have to be some explanation, because why is he there? What's going on? Are we retconning the Rebels? Because that is a no. So again, if you haven't seen Star Wars Rebels, the Clone Wars, the Solo movie, the Rogue One, any of those stuff in between 3 and 4, go watch them now. In order, I would say the Clone Wars, then Revenge of the Sith, then the Solo movie, and then you're pretty much caught up and ready for the Kenobi show. But if you want to do some more research, you can go past the Kenobi show, which is Star Wars Rebels, and then Rogue One. That is the order. That is the order how it goes. We got Revenge of the Sith, and then the Solo movie, and then the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and then Rebels, and then Rogue One, and then the original trilogy. That's where we're at. So if anybody's confused on the timeline, that's where we are at. We are right smack dab in the middle between 3 and 4. So tell me in the comments below, do you think that 0.0000001% chance that Darth Maul could show up could actually happen? Because that would just be really dumb, actually. I don't think it'll happen at all. But smash like if you like this video, hit subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video, and my pretty face will show up in your recommended feed. Again, Kenobi's only a few months away. Get hyped about it, but Darth Maul won't show up, so don't get hyped about that at all. And may the Force be with you, always.